Watch on the caution lap. Denny Hamlin in the 20. Ooh, whoa.
You think he was trying to warm his tires up? Didn't see him out there?
Kind of think something crazy. That's crazy right there.
I can't believe Hamlin would have just turned into him. He might have been trying to swerve back and forth like he's doing now. Denny, and didn't see him and just run into him.
83 looking out for his teammate. Not going to take it. Going to go up there and let Denny Hamlin know that he didn't appreciate that little tap on his car.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Denny did that on purpose. Like Rusty said, it's almost crazy looking the way he may have been trying to weave.
And all of a sudden, they're mixing it up down in the pits there.
Boy, Keselowski's team is mad at the 20 team for swerving into him. A lot of heat right there.
Tony Uri Sr. down there.
Somebody's going to punch somebody.
NASCAR officials trying to get in between these two teams.
I'm guessing that contact on the racetrack was not accidental.
Tell you what, that's what happens here at Charlotte. This is a home track, and these guys are all here. Here we go.
You don't think this means something? Now these guys are very upset about what happened on the racetrack, and NASCAR trying to get in there to play.
What's been going on in the 88 tonight?
Well, ain't nothing we did to him until the very end right there. You know, there was several situations, and I think it's just, you know, him racing in the Nationwide Series, not having any cup experience, learning how to let guys, you know, go at times. And there's many times during the race where I had him cleared except for maybe 2 inches. Instead, you know, he hangs on my right rear quarter and then goes in the corner right on my door. And that pisses drivers off. It's especially guys that know, you know, patience a little bit better than that. And you know, we had a position on him late in the race, and he came from the bottom all the way to the top and cut our nose off just to block us. And we just don't roll like that. It's not the thing to do. And you know, you learn one way or another. But then, you know, I was still fine with it. I wasn't gonna do anything. I was just gonna talk to him after the race, and then for some reason, you know, he picked my back tires up in the middle of 1 and 2, pulled up beside me, so I retaliated. So you know, you throw a rock, I'm gonna throw a concrete block back. So you're gonna have to deal with it. You know, don't impress me by having your whole crew over here. You know, bring the driver over here and let us talk about it.
All right, they certainly will talk at some point. Denny finished his second. Crew chief Dave Rogers has been called to the NASCAR trailer.
In this race, this is what happened as the laps were closing down. The contact, Denny ends up into the wall.
Yeah, Brad thought he had a run and enough room on the inside, but Denny was just driving his car back to us. They were trying to go around the lap car. And then after the race, Denny Hamlin just comes to pit road.
Just a few moments ago. Whoa!
Here we are, 3 wide.
Keselowski runs it up high, down the backstretch. Here we go, Denny Hamlin, and it's Clint Boyer. Here comes Kyle. Hang on.
Contact.
Whoa! Brad says, excuse me, pardon me, I want to play through.
Yeah, and here comes Kyle Busch. Oh, he turns Hamlin.
Gets into Hamlin.
Go low, come on, go low, go low.
Look out, remember, these guys have history from before, and he keeps it off the wall. All right. Yeah, well, let's keep a camera on this because I want to see what happens when the 20 and the 88 get together, guys.
Yeah, it looks like this 88's in a hurry to get into the pits.
Here comes Hamlin. We're going to keep an eye on all this.
Yeah, I don't think that we're the only ones. Looks like NASCAR officials are around the 88 car.
Denny is coming on down. We might want to get a camera here, fellas. They're coming up side by side on each other. There he is. Is he going to do anything? No. Pulls on by. So we'll find out if he has any words for Brad afterwards.
I'm sure if we give him a camera and a microphone, he'll have a few words here.
You know, I don't know, on the last restart there, from what I could tell, Denny got in the back of me and pushed me up the track, and, you know, I was going to return the favor, and when he did it to me, I saved it, and when I did to him, he didn't save it. So, you know, we just got in a pushing match. I don't know, I don't really hold any grudges. I don't know why he wanted to do that, but whatever, you know, it's just the way racing is, I guess.
With the history between the two of you and what we saw today, how long does something like this continue?
It doesn't to me. I was over it. I'm focused on running the 88 Dream Motorsports car and trying to run up front and chase down Carl and try to finish second in points. I haven't put any thought into it, and apparently he has. I can sit here and bash him for the next 20 seconds or so and give you all a bunch of sound bites and everything. But I'm just happy I signed up for next week's nationwide race, and, you know, and in turn, you know, there's a lot of guys that owe him. There's a lot of guys that have a lot of chips that they're going to cash in. I'm just going to be the first of the pay window.
You think that NASCAR needs to get involved with Brad now at this point?
No, I'll take care of him. It's no biggie. I got him.
Let's see what happened right here.
Yeah, here he does it right off the corner.
Yeah. Not much doubt in what went on right there, guys.
I guess we need to get a camera on the 11 car, and we see Carl Edwards on pit road.
Hold the brake. Just hold the brake. You got some cars coming. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
Denny Hamlin is going to get black flagged and held 1 lap for aggressive driving. So it is going to cost him a chance at possibly winning this race. His best finish in 6 starts in 09 was 11th last week, and this isn't going to help it at all.
You know, I wanted to finish it out and keep the top 10 streak going, but self-inflicted damage there. I lost it and tore the right rear quarter panel up and just hurt my car and couldn't really recover from that. Nobody on my team's fault. I was just trying too hard. So wanted a stronger finish, but what you gonna do?
One of the storylines we talked about coming into this race was some of the history between yourself and Denny Hamlin, and lap 35, he put the bumper on you. Just give us your reaction to what happened.
Well, I mean, I kind of laughed in the car. I thought it was a little funny, but you know, I don't really hold any grudges, and I'm ready to move on. Hell, I've already moved on. So hopefully he feels the same way. I don't know. I got a feeling when he wakes up in the morning that on and off the racetrack, and I don't think spinning me is going to make him happy. So that's just my take on it, and I moved on. I'm okay. I'm not going to go out and wreck him or anything like that. Just going to go out and do my own thing.
So Brad just said he has a feeling when you wake up in the morning you're not going to feel better about yourself. What do you think?
I feel great right now. It was well worth it. You know, the sun was bad at that point, and you know, I'll use that as my catalyst or excuse. But the fact is, I wasn't going to give him an inch, and you know, I thought after I went down pit road, I'd won the race. I've never seen so many crews. It just shows you all the cars that feel a little redemption anyway. But you know, we'll never be even in that sense. But you know, I just got to thank CJM for all that they've done, giving me this opportunity to race this weekend and, you know, pay back my debts.
I know in listening to Brad Keselowski, it sounds like it's not getting across. There's no point because he's just kind of brushing it off. Do you think you're sending a message on behalf of the veteran drivers out here?
I mean, you have to listen to the stands. I've never seen so many applause and everything in my entire life. And, you know, I think it's just everyone understands in this sport that it's a self-policing sport. NASCAR did what they had to do. They, you know, they got to penalize me. There's no doubt about it. So, you know, I wasn't mad about that at all. We just, you know, my objective today was try to win the race first and take care of him second. And, you know, yeah, it's going to be other days we're going to be racing, and he's still going to think about it when I'm in his rearview mirror, because obviously, you know, the scales are tipped a little bit more in my favor, but still tipped a little bit too much.
Watch this here, coming through 3 and 4 here, and you know, it's a good thing that Brad Keselowski got a little loose off of 4 right there. May had to lift up a little bit because Denny just squeezed right in front of him. That was really way too close.
Go pretty wide. 2 laps.
2 laps to go. Watch the 2 and the 11 here for about 3/4 of a lap.
Yeah, they're up here battling for a top 5 spot. See, the 11 gets a little bit loose there. A little contact, not much. A little bump.
And it goes 4 wide for a minute.
Now on the cool down lap.
Yeah, I can understand them a little bit. They were having some contact at the end of the race, but not sure about some of this other stuff.
I didn't see a whole lot that Denny Hamlin did wrong in that, in trying to race in that scenario there.
Yeah, we were on that green-white checker. We had Brad behind us. We knew he was going to be aggressive because it's his only shot, but it's, you know, he just ran right into us and knocked us up the racetrack, and I showed him his displeasure on the cool-down lap, and I brake checked him down the back stretch to give everyone the whole story, and then he tried to spin us out. Then we got to pit lane, and he just plowed into the 14 and the 20. His belts were off, and he ran into him, and then ran into us again coming on pit road. Then he went through the garage and did burnouts, and he knocked somebody's transmission clear through somebody else's pit stall. So he was just out of control, and we're just, you know, we got to think about us here going forward. That's an important thing. But you know, NASCAR said no tolerance for stuff like that, and you got to just be a little bit more mature. But I'm proud of my FedEx Ground team. We didn't have the greatest car today, but we battled back, and we had a top 5 car there at the end, and just, you know, got knocked around on that restart. So that's unfortunate, but still an overall decent day for us.
So with what NASCAR is telling you, this can't carry over, this has to stop here?
NASCAR hasn't told me anything. They told me, don't go after him. You got too much to lose. If I would have wrecked, he would have been in big trouble. I'd been waiting for him, but he cost us 6 spots, but what goes around comes around.
Well, I think first off, Detroit Genuine Parts Ford was good today. We're probably going to have a 4th or 5th place run, and just didn't catch a break in so many different ways, but I'm really proud of everyone in Team Penske. And then, you know, through just this whole sequence of events, you know, I think the 20 car gotten back at me on one of the restarts, just a racing deal. I wasn't mad at him, but when the last yell came out, he got the waiver on him when he came by and swung at my car and tore the whole right front off of it. And when we were restarting 5th with no right front on it, we fell all the way back to 16th and ruined our day and gave us a big chase hurt, which is unfortunate. And then for some reason after the race, the 11 stopped in front of me and tried to pick a fight, and I don't know what that was all about. And he swung and hit at my car, so I figured if we're going to play car wars under yelling after the race, I'll join too. So, you know, those guys can dish it out, but they can't take it, and I gave it back to them, and now they want to fight. So I don't know what's up with that.
What about the contact on pit road with the 20 and the 14 of Tony Stewart?
Yeah, well, you know, I rubbed into 20, and I think he gassed up and ran into Tony, and I don't think Tony knew what was going on. So he's probably upset, and he has every right to be. You know, his car got tore up, but there was a whole lot of other stuff going on. And